Okay, Coach, historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Come on, fellas.
Okay, ready? Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Yes! Alpha. What happened?
Throwing on first down. Sparks throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Go.
Watch 14.
Back to throw. Sparks. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Ready?
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Now. Check my 57. Ready?
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Red. 8-3.
6-man. Check cross, check. Whip. Watch the whip.
Exit. 57. Come on. Go.
From the gun, Sparks. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Motion. Check.
59.
From the 50, it's Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 13. Check 13.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain there of 30 big ones.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Mike, 19. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they
got his man complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there, with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Check nine, check nine.
26, by 31.
On 1st and 10, Watson looking deep for Adams. That's caught at the 25. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And finally taken down at the 15. A big play there out of Cook. And even 50 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Cook. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Herb Smith Jr., his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Carlson now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Watch the twist.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
At the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Sparks. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. Give him 6 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Sparks. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be taken at the 13. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Big ass, big ass, big ass. 25. Check. 24. Showing it, showing it.
It's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
This is it. 19.
Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. 20. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Packers. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 32-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a give running right. It's Cook. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. It's their quarterback. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Check 4, check 4. Check 99, check 99.
Watson. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his...
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and through. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, Morris. Flush to his right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Rock it. Check three.
2nd and 11. He's got Smith here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They go play action here on first down. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. From 21 yards away, as his guys are back within a single score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Watson. He's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Finding room at the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Big stop, let's go. 24.
Out of the gun, Watson. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. From the gun, here's Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here as he's taken down.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Morris. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Here we go! AT Gator! Yes, yes! Ready?
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Ready! 8-3, 80 weapons. 5. Shoot!
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
No time now.
Watson on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Now Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. The 40, 30, 10, touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Second and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On the ready. Mike, 57. I got one. Haywood. Chopper.
To throw on second down. Sparks. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Carlson on for the PAT. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Packers 47, Vikings 35.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Watson. Caught by Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched the monitor and said it first because I had trouble absorbing that. That's big time right there, right? That means everything just about has gone right for them and his squad in this game. Let's see if they can keep it up.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
It's just me and you.
Now it's Watson. Steps away to his... Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. Shot off. Slam. Echo. Flag.
Looking to throw on second down. Sparks. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
To throw on third down. Sparks. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
50 seconds.
On fourth down, Sparks. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Irv Smith Jr. with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Vikings 42.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
From the 29, Watson. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Watson now to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards. Good for a Packer first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Mike 24. Another time now.
Back to throw, Watson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
They start the drive with Cook. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hey, watch the check 43. Hey, exit.
Now Morris to throw on 2nd down. And his pass incomplete.
Morris's pass thrown away and incomplete. It's third down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Morris now operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Watson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Got some room at the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw. Watson. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the road?
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point forthcoming. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Get ready.
At their own
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Double time. 3 down.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 7.
Mike. This is set. 18. Mike. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Packers, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.